Hi guys, German Prepper here. In today's video I need to talk to you about a problem that is far too close to home for comfort, and in more ways than one. Over there in the far distance, you may be able to see a nuclear power station. It was decommissioned last year and will now reportedly take up to 10 years to cool down before it can finally be closed. In those 10 years, if it loses power, and for some reason the backup supply then fails, it risks a meltdown. I know what many of you are thinking, that is not very likely, and I would have agreed with you last year. This year, however, Germany is in the middle of an energy crisis that has a very real possibility of causing significant and prolonged grid-down blackouts. Remember guys, a short time without sufficient power for cooling, and the backups run out of fuel, and that reactor there is going to have problems. Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz of the SPD party considers a national or regional blackout or power failure in winter to be unlikely. In a recent interview he stated, "We've done everything to ensure that it does not come to that." Opposition leader Friedrich Merz of the CDU, however, has warned of such a blackout after the current left-wing government coalition adhered to the phase-out of nuclear energy. There is a risk of the power grid being completely overloaded in autumn and winter, as well as an inadequate supply of electricity. If the federal government sticks to the nuclear phase-out for ideological reasons, we are threatened with blackouts at the beginning of next year. It should be noted, guys, that Merz is on record demanding that new fuel rods be ordered as soon as possible for the continued operation of at least 2 of the 3 nuclear power plants that have not yet been shut down. Additionally, he argued that if the 3 nuclear power plants that were shut down last year were also put back into operation, a total of 20 million households would initially be reliably supplied with electricity. Although I clearly see the current and future need for nuclear power in some form, I was actually happy enough when they decommissioned my local nuclear power station, because unlike most, I saw the potentially dire threat it posed by just being in its proximity. Perhaps selfishly given the crisis, I still feel the same, and doubly so given the heightened chance of an escalating wider war here in Europe. However, with at least 9 more years to closure, the threat is far from gone. A question for you all now to end. Have you watched my video titled Zaporizhzhia? And if so, would you now ever consider living inside the blast exclusion zone of a nuclear reactor? I strongly recommend you watch that video before answering. As always, looking forward to reading your answers. Keep prepping, guys. Cheers for now.